That's that, guys. Now, let me explain something to y'all. I'm going to spend a few minutes talking for a second. I'm about to bring this car back around. So let me share with y'all what happened and what's going on. First of all, this customer is pissed. Is this mileage going to show up? Maybe I got to start it up. But get a load of this. Uh-oh. Freaking battery dead. That's how long it's been sitting out there waiting on them to either approve or not. That is 163. Oh, I can't. I got to jump it off. But listen, guys. This car came in with a ticking noise. This is a Hemi. It's ticking. Okay? Now, here's the deal about the warranty company. I tried to instill this in y'all. Okay? Just about everybody out there is semi-mechanically inclined. You know what that means? Most of the small stuff on your car or your vehicle, you can do yourself. All right? He have a contract, service contract, that, get this, will not cover not only the engine is ticking noise, you got some issue with the transmission, but get a load of this, they won't cover nothing. When I say nothing, I mean nothing. They like laughed at us. Are you kidding me? Because I wrote up, I wish you could hear it. I did a shorts video on this vehicle earlier, letting y'all hear the ticking noise, and just saying, basically, I got to tear it down to the point of failure and find out if those metal shavings have gone up to the oil control valve. If it has, I need to recommend an engine. But nobody would approve the teardown time. Remember, most of the insurance company going to call their client, which is the customer, back and suggest, yeah, I'm going to need you to call this shop and authorize the teardown time. Meaning that amount of money that's used to tear it down is going to be on the customer. All right. And the insurance people would tell them, or extended warranty people would tell them, if it's something internal, we will cover it, and you won't have to pay the teardown time. But 9 times out of 10, they going to wiggle out of it and find out that, sorry, buddy, that's not covered. And in the meantime, your engine is torn apart. It don't go back together. Teardown time is just that. Tear it down. All right, it don't go back together, okay? Yes, the car ran before it came in, but you got to pay me more to put it back together. I only got the 6 hours to disassemble the engine to the point of failure. So I guess the customer didn't bite on that. So here's the deal. They declined everything, but let me tell you why. Because I need y'all to understand this, guys. They declined this repair because, get this, he can't show proof of oil changes. All right? Proof of oil changes. Guys, I just said in the beginning of this video that the majority of my viewers are DIY minded. All right? Yes, meaning all the simple stuff on the oil changes is as simple as it get. All right? I used to cuss out, or not cuss out, but dog out little young guys that come up to the shop. Hey, man, JT, how much it cost to do an oil change? I get pissed off at you, little punk. Go do your oil change. Stop being a little punk, man. Change your own damn oil. Because that's the kind of guy I am. I grew up learning how to work on cars by first changing oil. And I hated to see a 20, 21, 22-year-old guy come up here and ask us how much it costs to change oil. But my mentality had to change. It, in fact, did change. Guys, we living in a world of, what's the word I'm looking for? Y'all create the word for me. But we living in a world where, I still can't think of the word I want to use. All right, but I'm sure some of y'all good ones out there are going to find it. In other words, there has to be some form of paper trail showing that you have been changing your oil. Okay? How do you get that paper trail? How do you accumulate history of your vehicle getting oil changes? You have to go to a freaking shop. You have to go to a shop. In that shop computer system will house your information and the history of the service and maintenance that was done on your vehicle. No, my stance have changed. You're not a punk because you don't change your own oil. You're not a punk because you take your car to the shop and get an oil change. If you under warranty, that is smart. I highly suggest you go to a shop to get your oil changed, even if you're a damn ASC super duper master mechanic. It don't matter because you need that paper trail. I don't think I've ever in my life paid for an oil change. I've been a mechanic a whole entire adulthood. So I changed my own oil. Now, I've never had anything new enough. I've never owned a brand new car except my Cherokee. I bought that brand new, and I was still changing my oil. And to this day, I regret doing that because I had a chance to get a new engine before. That's the Cherokee had the 2.4 with the multi-air burning oil. My engine was burning oil, and I submitted a claim like every other customer. But guess what? I had no paper trail of me changing oil. I can't just say, hey, Chrysler, I'm JT the freaking car guy. I changed my own damn oil. Look, man, my engine is burning oil, and I want another one just like you giving all these other customers. Decline. So I never got an engine like everybody else did with the same symptoms and the same complaint. My engine was literally burning oil. I had to go pick my girl up because her car was dying. She was scared to drive it. I pulled a dipstick out, no oil. Looked underneath of it, no leaks, which tells me it's burning oil, which tells me the engine has a problem. At that time, we were simply replacing engines. Now they come up with a flash that will help with that. My point is, guys, I know I'm talking and yapping a lot. My point is, I missed out on the engine because I had no paper trail. So I'm guilty of exactly what I'm trying to instill in my viewers. If your car is under warranty or you have an extended service contract of any kind, all right, it's in your best interest to get all your little maintenance stuff done at a facility. All right, at a facility. Yes, oil change is easy as hell. Remove the drain plug, let the oil out, change the filter, put the drain plug back in, put in a new filter, and fill it up with freaking oil. How easy can it get? But we just gotta lower our manhood, lower our testosterone a little bit. All right, yeah, and let that facility do it. So you will generate paper trail. That's the key word here. Paper trail is of utmost importance, guys. All right, so damn, I can't start. I gotta go get a jump box. I done sit here and yap for damn 7 to 8 minutes. Well, he's up there waiting, guys. He's on his way or either up there now, but he don't know who to be pissed off at. It's not our fault, buddy. I did my part. Okay. Yes, you have a ticking noise. Yes, it's a known issue. Yes, I likely know what it is, but I can't do anything without authorization to do anything. I got to find out who's going to pay me before I indulge in any kind of mechanical activities on your vehicle. That is not our fault. That is not our problem. I'm sorry. And again, I'm yapping too much. I got to go get a jump box to jump this thing off. Nice vehicle too. So I wonder what he going to do next, because they simply ain't paying. I forgot what year this is. This is a nice ass Durango. Woo. Y'all know me. I take it off your hand, brother. Everything I own, I bought from a customer that simply didn't want to pay to get it fixed. I bought it at the low. All right, I'm talking too much. Let me go get my jump box, guys. That's all I have, man. I didn't mean to talk y'all heads off, but I can't overly express that you need to keep some form of paper trail if your car under warranty or you got a service contract. I gotta go.